What is communism? Communism is a political and economic ideology. This ideology practices and advocates for a classless, stateless society where all properties and wealth is communally owned. This means that there is common ownership where major resources are owned by the public or by the state. What is democracy? Democracy is a government system where supreme political power rests with the people who partake in democracy either directly or through elected representatives. The core pillars that come with democracy is free and fair elections, popular sovereignty, rule of law, and human rights. What are 3 things that democracy and communism have in common, and 3 things that are different? Some things that communism and democracy have in common is that they both claim to promise equality and eliminate unfair privileges. Another thing is that they both reject the idea of hereditary rule. Lastly, they both represent the ideal system for maximizing human welfare and citizens' well-being. On the other hand, there are differences between communism and democracy. The first difference is that communism advocates for state-owned property while democracies protect the right to private property. Then the democracies have multi-party systems for leaders' elections, while communist states operate with a single-party government. Lastly, democratic systems prioritize protecting individuals' freedoms, while communism restricts individuals' rights for government control. What was the Iron Curtain speech? The Iron Curtain speech, which is also known as the Sinews of Peace, was a historic address that signaled the beginning of the Cold War. This speech was called for permanent military and strategic alliance between the U.S. and Great Britain to protect global peace. Who gave the Iron Curtain speech? The Iron Curtain speech was given by British Prime Minister Winston Churchill at Westminster College in Fulton, Missouri. What was the meaning of the Iron Curtain speech? The Iron Curtain speech was given to warn the West about the Soviet Union's expansion in Eastern Europe, essentially being the moment that helped begin the Cold War and separate Europe. How and why was Germany divided into East and West? The reason that Germany split was because of the Cold War ideological tensions over capitalism versus communism, which divided Germany into East and West in 1949. The conflict between the ideologies was the Soviet Union, the Western Allies, and the capital factor. Soon after the Cold War, the Allies divided the country into distinct administrative zones and then into 2 separate republics, which then led to the creation of the Berlin Wall of 1961.